Hello everyone, Alpha Soul here, and welcome to another video. Apologies guys, it's been a while since I've released a video. I've been extremely busy. It is my busy time at work, and hopefully, within the next 2 or 3 weeks, actually, it'll finally start calming down and I'll be able to get back in a group and swing of things. But I saw this video that Ashes of Creation released, and I just wanted to comment on it as quickly as possible. Now, I'm going to let you guys know what I feel about this video when I think about the class and the skills individually themselves. I'm going to give you the perspective of somebody who has played it within the pre-alpha already, so I'm very familiar with the skills that are around in here, as well as kind of what I think about it just on the MMO terms as a whole. Now, I'm also going to be having the video running in the background, so check it out. There'll be a link down below if you want to go ahead and check it. So without any further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. Now, the very first skill is a skill called Castigation. This is probably, from the Ashes side, one of the more popular skills just because it looks so freaking cool. What I mean by that is it's a whip spell that, goes out and whips the opponent, kind of like a laser whip, if you will. I'm forgetting who kind of had this type of a whip. Oh, well, it almost kind of looks like the Wonder Woman whip, if you will, but anyways, I really like this just because it's a force multiplier skill. What I mean by that is it just makes your group that much more effective. And whenever we actually used this one when we were dungeon diving into a dungeon, and we went down, and it was one of the skills that I kept up constantly just because it really helped out the mages in our group and just everyone in our group, and with a steady supply of mana. It provides a steady supply of mana and health, and that really shows its benefit over time. So I really like that aspect of the Cleric, and you can kind of see more aspects of that as we kind of go along into more skills. But good skill, looks cool as heck. Unfortunately, didn't do as much damage as I wanted. Now, the numbers and everything that I'm kind of, just ballparking, if you will, I'm pretty sure are subject to change, so don't take that with a grain of salt. It could hit like a train for all we know at the end. The next skill is called Benediction. Benediction, I don't remember using this one, but to be fair, I think I only hit, I want to say 6 with my Cleric. All the times that we got power boosted or leveled to help test something out, I never chose a Cleric. I was either Mage or Fighter on that one. But anyways, in any case, I do like the skill. I like the concept of it. What I really hope is that the bounces for it, or the bounces for the heal, will prioritize lower healed members. So for those of you who know, it's basically, Benediction is basically a chain heal that bounces off people. So yeah, I like the group healing aspect. I hope they make this smart, but we'll see how it goes. The next skill is called Hollowed Ground. Hollowed Ground is a ground AoE target that basically damages foes over time that are caught in it, and it heals your group members over time and it's caught in it. The two things that I'm concerned about with this one are, one, the size. I've always found these ones to be a little bit strange just because I personally have felt that skills like this tend to be too small, if you will. I really think that the area and the radius should be bigger, especially given that it's usually not too harmful, and it usually just gives kind of a little bit of health. So I'm just like, why not just make it bigger in order to make it worthwhile to cast? I hope they don't fall into that realm of where they do, it's kind of weak, it doesn't really do much, and it has a small radius to begin with. I hope it's such that it is actually a useful skill, and they can do any number of things to make it a little bit more useful. So we'll see. The next is called Divine Censure. Divine Censure, it's an attack basically that, hits creatures, and anything that attacks that same target has a chance to heal itself. A couple of games have had this. I really like skills like this. It's kind of a passive way of healing, and again, one of those force multiplier skills where if you apply it, then everyone kind of benefits from it, and the more people that are attacking it, the more people benefit from it. Curious as to if this will affect everyone or just people in your party. We'll see how it actually goes out. Next one is Resurrection. Pretty self-evident here. It's just a resurrection spell. There are some cool things that they can do and some things that can shift around, like how much health do you get, where do you appear, what's the benefit to being resurrected. Some games did it where if you got resurrected, you would get some of the experience that you lost back, which might be a cool aspect to have. Actually, I hope they do put that, because I remember in those type of games, people would usually yell out and ask for resurrections, and it kind of increases the more community aspect to it. So it's something I do hope they do. Damnation. Now, Damnation is a dot that also has the effect of lowering the damage output for the creature that you're attacking. Again, a debuff that, it will help, I guess, over time. Might be something that you want to throw on a bunch of critters at the same time, just kind of lower on the damage input, but does sound pretty useful to begin with. Now, Division. Division is a swift heal. Now, I want to make sure to point this out. It's a swift heal. It is not an instant heal, all right? The instant heal, there's like a 2 or 3 second delay, which does take some getting used to in the heal before it actually lands. So I thought that was interesting, and depending on how it's worked, I did like that mechanic. It made it a little bit trickier to heal, but at the same time, it wasn't like playing whack-a-mole, if you will. It took a little bit more forethought to heal, and I did like that. Next is Exorcism, which is a dot and an AoE at the end, basically, so you kind of do damage and then it explodes and does more damage to everything around it. I thought that was okay, but yeah, it is what it is. And the last one was Judgment, which is a hammer that when it hits, it lowers the damage mitigation on whatever it hit. Again, great force multiplier skill that really benefits the entire group that is around. Now, overall, I really do like the direction that they're taking, and if the direction that I'm seeing is any indication, it's very positive that it's on the group effect. There are a lot of skills that even, when they hit, they appear to benefit the group as a whole, and I really like that aspect from it. It already seems like there are many good reasons to take a Cleric with you as you kind of go through and level up. The Cleric is just a little bit different in how it's done here than it's done in the other games, and I'm really curious to see what other skills they come up with. Remember, this is just 1 through 10, and these skills can be modified in some ways. It'll be really cool to see how we can modify some of these skills, and yeah, I actually can't wait to see just how this modification is going to occur with the skill system. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about this. Always curious. Thank you guys. Take care of yourselves, and you guys have a great day. Alpha Soul out.